I'm back. Wait a minute. I thought I was back last time I was back, but then I disappeared again. I'm sorry. I'm still here, full time, doing this, loving this. I just had a very busy week. We had one of our employees decide to move on, so I had to backfill that position, and it all worked out just fine. It always does, but it was kind of a spin this last week. Plus, my dad just turned 72 on Thursday the 7th. So that was cool. So I got to spend the evening with him. And then Friday was busy just kind of wrapping up the week, preparing for next week. So I appreciate your patience while I took a little time. You have to, right? I mean, the most important thing is to keep your mental health focused, clear, and make sure your day hustle is on task. So here we are, Saturday, the 9th of March, and I'm going to go have dinner with Dad tonight with my sister, brother-in-law, their wonderful 3 kids, and we're going to whoop it up. So that'll be Dad's birthday dinner tonight. So I'll take some pictures of that too. Why not? Anyway, I wanted to thank you for your patience. And as my big crescendo right back in from being vacant a few days here, I wanted to show you what foods rot in your colon. I know, I'm so entertaining, right? Actually, it's Dr. Ken Berry that's entertaining, but really, this is 3.5 minutes that you'll never get back, but it's very informative. All right, check it out.
There are actually foods that rot in your colon. I'm Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician. Let me give you the top 7 foods that actually do rot in your colon. Now, you may have been told in the past that meat, red meat, fatty meat, rots in your colon. This is absolutely untrue. Some vegans are still repeating this myth to this day. Absolutely untrue. Meat is completely digested and absorbed before it ever makes it to your colon. But there are some foods that absolutely do rot in your colon. Number 1, beans. Beans of any kind. Now, let's talk about what the word rot actually means. It has a definition. Merriam-Webster says that the word rot, the verb to rot, means to undergo decomposition from the action of bacteria or fungi. So bacteria and funguses eating something up, that's the definition of the word rot. So beans are not digested and absorbed by your small intestine. They do make it to the colon, and then bacteria and funguses cause them to rot in your colon. Number 2 is wheat. Yeah, the fiber in wheat is not digested and absorbed by your small intestine or your stomach. It makes it to your colon where it then rots as bacteria and fungi break it apart because your stomach could not do that. Next is onions and garlic. Yeah, sorry, they rot in your colon absolutely without a doubt. Next is oats. Yeah, you know that Quaker oatmeal that you thought was so healthy? You can't even break that down and digest that in your small intestine. It goes straight to your large intestine where bacteria and fungi cause it to rot. What about broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower? Yeah, they all rot in your colon. Absolutely. Now, the question becomes, is that a bad thing that they rot in your colon? Well, if broccoli is rotting in your refrigerator, do you consider that a good thing or a bad thing? Do you like the smell of rotting cabbage in your crisper drawer when you open that drawer and there's that head of cabbage you forgot and you're like, oh my God? No. Another great way to tell if something that you're eating is rotting in your colon or not is because when bacteria and funguses break down something as it rots, it produces gas, and the gas has a bad smell. And so if you're currently having flatulence that has a bad smell, you're eating something that is rotting in your colon. This is one of the reasons that when people on a carnivore diet, one of the first things they notice after just a few weeks on carnivore is that flatulence is greatly diminished, in many cases 80-90% reduced. But then also when they do have a little flatulence, there's often no smell, a very mild smell. That's because the meat and the eggs and the seafood that they're eating on a carnivore diet is being completely digested and absorbed by their small intestine in their stomach. None of it's making it to their colon. Therefore, there's nothing there left to rot in their colon. Therefore, they have greatly reduced flatulence, and the flatulence they do have has virtually no smell. So the next time you hear a poor vegan say that meat rots in your colon, you can share this video with them. and say, actually, it's the beans and the wheat and the vegetables. That's what's rotting in your colon. That's why every time you pass gas, you clear the room and peel the paint off the wall. This is Dr. Berry. I'll see you next time.
Ew! Stay tuned until next time when we take 27 people, feed them beans, and put them in a tiny closet to peel the paint. Okay? Oh man, no, I'm not going to film that. That would actually be funny though. But I'm not one of the TikTokers or other Insta people that would probably do that, although it is a good idea. So if you do put 27 people in a tiny room after feeding them beans, they try and peel the paint dry, I'm watching. I'll like and subscribe, whatever, do that, because, you know, I'm a boy. Anyway, so I thought that was super interesting, and I always like how honest and transparent Dr. Ken Berry is, don't you? So anyway, thanks everybody. So good to be back and doing this again, and I appreciate your patience. I hope you're having a great Saturday, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.